Hi, welcome to the Mobile Iron setup for the FlowServe devices in iOS. I'm going to walk you through how to initially set up your iOS device for Mobile Iron use in FlowServe environment. There are a few prerequisites that we're going to have to address in this. One of the first things that you're going to have to check is that you have an Apple ID existing. You're going to have to download the Mobile Iron application from the App Store at one point, so you'll need an Apple ID to download it. You won't need to pay for anything, but you will need to have the ID itself. Second, you'll need to have a 4-digit passcode set up, or it will force you to set one up at some time during this process. This project is to secure company data, and not having a passcode on a phone would not secure that data. So that's a requirement. The last requirement we have here is you have to be on a device that uses iOS 5 or higher. To check if you have what version you're on in iOS, you can go down to Settings in the bottom right, and then go over to General and About. And then you can scroll down to version and see what you have. It looks like I have version 6.1.3, and that's above 5, so I'm good to go. The very last thing, you have to make sure the Wi-Fi you're on is not Flow ACS. You can set it up on any public network or on Flow Public, but you cannot set up a network on Flow ACS. It won't work on here. So, the very first step when you go in, set up in Mobile Iron, is you're going to have to go to your web browser device here in Safari, and then you're going to go to the FlowServe Bring Your Own Device portal. I have that bookmarked. It's in your documentation, the website you actually need to visit. But once you're there, you go and you set up your username and password by using the FlowServe Active Directory or network login that you use for your everyday devices. Once you have that typed in, you can go and set up whether it's a personal device or a company device, and then agree to the terms, and then click Let's Register. So generally, when you're logging in, it's going to be your GEMS ID or your first initial last name, depending on what your network login is. But okay, it looks like we've gotten to this step. So you're going to want to copy down the server name there, and you'll see why in just a moment. But now we're going to tap the Get App button, and it's going to take us to the application store, and we're going to download the Mobile Iron application. This is why you need an Apple ID, and if you don't have one at this point, then you'll be prompted to set it up when you go to install this. Once you get there from the Get App button to the App Store, you're going to have to download the Mobile Iron application itself. So right-click on the arrow up there, and then it will begin to install, and you can track its progress over at the upper left there where you see the blue bar moving. It may send you a few pop-up notifications around this time period, asking you if you'd like to allow Mobile Iron to send you push notifications and or use your current location. And click OK or Yes to both of those, because you do want that to happen. Now the Mobile Iron is installed. Navigate over to the application itself and open it up, and then you're going to have to put in some more information again. Here you're going to put in your GEMS ID or your network password or your network ID if it's your first name and last name. Same thing you used to set up a second ago. And then here is where we're going to put in the server information that we copied and pasted earlier, which is m.mobileiron.net :32851, and then hit next. And here you just put in your network password that you use for everything else in FlowServe. Once that's done, there's the current location pop-up. It's going to start installing a profile that's set up for you. So click OK to this next menu, and then click Install up here, and it will start to install the profile for you. Click Install now. Here's where you enter your existing 4-digit passcode if you have one, or where you'll be forced to create one if you do not have one set up previously. So enter that, and then now go up to the upper right there where it says Install with the blue button, hit that. And now you're done with that step. Now it's going to start installing the secure apps. You see here that's going to install Web at Work from the App Store. Go ahead and click Install on this. And then put in your Apple ID password. You will not be charged for any of these application downloads, but you do need the Apple ID to download them from the store, as previously stated. Once you have one of these apps installed, go ahead and open up like Web at Work, and it's going to prompt you to install or to have a 4-digit passcode for the secure apps. This is separate from the 4-digit passcode you have in your device. You can make it the same if you'd like, but this is the passcode that's going to pop up every time you want to get into one of those applications that has corporate data on it. If you haven't accessed one of those applications for 30 minutes, it'll have you log in again, but that's how long it lasts. Once you have all of these applications installed, you can go ahead and confirm that Mobile Iron is set up correctly. If you go back to the application itself, click on it, and then it will establish a connection. Once you've established a connection, you're almost done, and you can see connection established and your device is in compliance. If for whatever reason your device leaves compliance, if you have it jailbroken or don't have 4-digit passcodes or whatnot, you'll be updated and it'll tell you that you can't log in through that. And we're almost done. Go down to your email icon at the bottom there, and we're going to set up FlowServe email. All you have to do here is go ahead and type in your network password one last time that you would log into your email with, and then once that's put in, your email will slowly start to filter in and populate. Once your email is populated, go ahead and navigate to an email you have with an Office attachment like PowerPoint or Word or Excel. Note that after your email is set up in Mobile Iron, all of those type of application or attachments can only be opened in the application themselves and cannot be actually accessed outside of those applications. This is by design, and it's actually a way to secure our corporate data. You can see that the PowerPoint opens inside of the Mobile Iron application itself there instead of how it usually would. After your email and your secure apps are set up though, you're done. Congratulations. You've now registered your iOS device for Mobile Iron for FlowServe. Thank you for watching.